Amazon just got caught diverting driver tips to cover wages, settling for nearly $4 million. What does this mean for you truckers and owner-operators? Well, stay tuned as we break down the real impact on the latest lawsuit and how you can protect yourself from theft. Greetings, truck lovers, truth seekers. Welcome to the front lines of trucking, your beacon of truth in the trucking industry. I'm your host, the chief executive of the Truckin Broadcasting Network, broadcasting from inside the Central Command Center of the Truckin Broadcasting Network, premier listener and communicator in charge of the biggest movement in 2025. I'm Boss Man, the CIC of the United States of Trucking, a community I created to house like-minded truckers with a goal of sharing information and stories that help you become better truckers. The District of Columbia's Attorney General accused Amazon of subsidizing its labor costs by diverting tips intended for its hard-working drivers. This settlement comes on the heels of a previous $61.7 million payout to the FTC over similar accusations. Folks, this isn't just about dollars and cents. This is about principle. When a company assures its customers that the tips it pays will go directly to the drivers and then allegedly diverts those funds elsewhere, it breaches a fundamental trust. So I pose this question to you. In an era where convenience often trumps scrutiny, how vigilant should one be as a consumer and or as a driver to ensure that ethical practices are upheld? Interesting question. Comment below if you think you know the answer. Amazon has recently agreed to a $3.98 million settlement with Washington, D.C. over allegations that it misappropriated tips from delivery drivers in its Flex program. The lawsuit, brought by D.C. Attorney General Brian Schwab, claims Amazon misled both drivers and customers by promising that 100% of the tips would go directly to drivers, only to secretly avert those tips, subsidize their labor costs. This isn't Amazon's first rodeo with this. As I mentioned earlier, they settled for $61.7 million over similar allegations based back as far as 2016. Under the Flex program, drivers use their own vehicles to deliver the packages you get, and they rely heavily on the tips the customers pay. However, Amazon allegedly pocketed those tips to cover guaranteed base wages, essentially making customers unknowingly pay for Amazon's labor expenses instead of the reward you thought you were given to drivers. Let's not sugarcoat this, folks. Amazon didn't just accidentally divert tips. They allegedly schemed, manipulated, and what's better, they got caught. This isn't just simple accounting. This is a betrayal of trust. Customers tipped these drivers thinking that they were adding extra money to their hard-earned wages, only for Amazon to swoop in and snatch it up. This is a perfect example of corporate overreach, where mega corporations squeeze every last penny out of the workforce while playing innocent when getting caught. And let's be honest here, folks. $4 million, it's pocket change for Bezos and his company. This isn't justice. It's just a small slap on the wrist. How many more times will they get away with this before real accountability takes shape? Tell me your thoughts below. Let me ask you, were you an Amazon driver at one point? Have you ever worked for a company that played games with your money? Maybe you've had tips withheld.
maybe you've had other fees or other accessories withheld from your pay. Well, comment below. Let us know. What's better is email the show. That's truckinnews@outlook.com. I'm looking to future shows, and I want to make everybody smarter as to how to watch out for your bottom line should this kind of thing happen to you.
So why should it really matter to you if you're a truck driver and owner-operator? At first glance, you might think this is Amazon tip scandal is just a gig worker problem. But this affects you as an owner-operator in more ways than you might realize. Amazon allegedly used customer tips to pay base pay instead of paying drivers. Trucking companies do the same thing when they push fuel costs, maintenance, and liability onto owner-operators while keeping more of the profit for themselves. If Amazon can do this to gig drivers, what's stopping big freight brokers or carriers from finding new ways to cut your earnings? Tell me what your thoughts are below.
There are drivers that think that big corporations and mega carriers want to control your money. Amazon hid what they were paying drivers just simply by the latest going on here. Read the article in Truckers News. Many trucking companies do the same thing by hiding freight rates, cutting fuel surcharges, and reducing accessory pay. The less transparency there is, the more control they have over your money. And we all know the big story about transparency that was recently had.
If big corporations know they can get away with wage theft by paying tiny fines, don't you think they'll keep doing it? What happens when major carriers and freight brokers pull the same stunt on us? If Amazon can manipulate pay this easily, it's only a matter of time before everyone else figures it out.
Guys, the only way we get past this and make trucking great again is by speaking up about things similar that happened to us. When I'm live, call our studio, 860-785-3547. Let us know your experiences and teach others what to look for.
Folks, this is but one story. One story in a myriad of many more to come your way. This is but one show and one way to strengthen our relationship with each other. It strengthens numbers that helps us make trucking great again. Remember, it's the trucks that make the deliveries, but it's you that make the difference. Become a subscriber and learn more about the One Road, One Code commitment to trucking. And be sure and like this broadcast. Anytime you see us live, come join the fun. It's not the end of the road in helping a friend. It's the beginning of a journey that could never end. Till next time, leave us your comments below. Keep the faith, keep it real, and keep it rolling.